Great Britain has many traditions: the red postbox, tea, and of course, White Van Man. Here we see White Van Man in his natural habitat. Watch as he glugs his builder's tea and communicate with other members of his herd.
What, Dave? How's it going, mate? Did you catch the footy?
Later, he may partake in some tailgating and emit a distinctive high-pitched whistling directed at members of the opposite sex. Clearly, over the years, White Van Man has accumulated many stereotypes, but today we're going to challenge those with this Mercedes-Benz Vito panel van. A key factor in people buying a van with the three-pointed star on the front is because they want to distance themselves from what White Van Man traditionally represents. This Vito, while still every inch is practical, promotes a more car-like character with its cascading fascia and civilised cabin. It drives much like a car too, with its light steering and generally light control weights. And it's much more refined in here than what you'd expect from a van as well, or especially in comparison to a lot of its competitors. And the interior, well, is very car-like. You've got a steering wheel which is near as damn it straight from a Mercedes-Benz car. You've got satellite navigation. You've got cubby holes everywhere to put your flasks of tea or coffee. Well, some of you might think that the space up here isn't as important as the space back there, and well, you're partially right. Vans are a machine of function. Last year on UK roads, vans travelled the equivalent of 48 billion miles. And you've got to keep the driver a bit happy because this is his office. This is where he spends all of his time. So the van is considerably less rough around the edges, but what about the man? Gone is the high-vis jacket and red-top newspaper. Muddy water that passes as builder's tea is also banished. That's the image fixed, but what about the attitude? We might be in a Mercedes, but a white van in your rearview mirror still sets off alarm bells. So today I'm going to drive like a saint and not be your typical white van man, more a white van gentleman. Now, van drivers' speed is something that's often complained about, you know, tearing down the outside lane of a motorway way too fast or almost taking off people's wing mirrors trying to swerve and weave through traffic. Well, I'm doing my bit for the community here. I'm sat in traffic right now, not going anywhere. It's quite frustrating. And whilst a white van should give me a licence to do what the hell I like, I am doing my bit and I am joining everybody in bathing in this pure tedium of crawling along at 11 miles an hour in a 30. Another stereotypical thing that van drivers tend to do is they have a licence to park wherever they want, over driveways, on yellow lines, in bus stops, wherever. It doesn't matter, they've got a van, right? They can do what they like. So what I'm going to do, instead of parking over this nice old lady's driveway, is I'm going to drive a bit further up the street where there's a space. I'm going to park there and I'm going to carry my goods to where I need to deliver them. And parking this car is actually really, really easy because I've got a reversing camera. Van drivers also don't tend to be very courteous, so I'm going to go around and let everyone out of junctions to try and undo some of the bad that has been done. Go on, after you. Be free. Go, go, live your life. Head to the horizon, my Nieblings, as this German van would say. So there you have it. White van man, or indeed woman, as over 5% of vans now are actually driven by women in the commercial industry, needn't be that demon that lives 3 inches from your rear bumper. Thanks very much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe for more on the latest and greatest cars to hit the road. For all of the latest automotive news, written reviews and coverage from motor shows, go to www.insidelane.co.uk.